if I was going to say anything, there's like 4 things that you need to do for Ramadan. You don't need to like go on like a website and start debating with people about when Ramadan comes in. That's not one of them. So the night before Ramadan, that's not one of the preparations of Ramadan. Okay, it's not like to have that complaint. The 4 things you need to do is have a niyyah. Okay, you have to have like a really strong niyyah of fasting, if you're able to. If you're not able to, you still have the niyyah to fast, of niyyah of reciting Quran and everything to come. You'll think to yourself, what can you have a niyyah for? Well, we'll talk about what all of the things you should be doing. So these 4 things, the niyyah is very important, to standing up in prayer, and all of the things we're going to talk about, to do good things. You should be having a niyyah of doing fard, obligatory actions, sunnah actions, and only those permissible actions that draw you close to God. Everything else, your niyyah should be that you're leaving it. Any permissible action that's not directly related to God, you're leaving it. And let alone that, you're leaving the makruh. And let alone that, you're leaving the haram. That should be our niyyah, inshallah. You should be happy. With the second thing to do in preparation for Ramadan is like happy with the month. And like shukr. There's qasaid written about like marhaban ya shahr Ramadan. It's a day where we'll read that like just a second before. A second before, your sunnah actions are sunnah actions. But now you get the reward of the fard. And now your fard was 70 before. And honestly, I've never seen the habaib as happy as like when the maghrib of Ramadan. It is incredible. These people, like men of God, not just the habaib, all the mashayikh, they're just like ecstatically happy. And there's a shame, we get it, we're in England, we're pulled down, like desacralized. We're pulled down by the dunya. And we think, oh no, I've got to fast like 20 hours now. Oh, just like break your nafs. This is like God's time. Allah. And then the third thing is tawbah. The third thing is you've got to have tawbah. You've got to like turn back to God from all of those things that are haram, that are makruh, and like the awliya, they make tawbah of those things that are permissible. You think, how can you make tawbah of those things permissible? They make tawbah of those things that are permissible, that weren't connected with intentions to God. And that's an incredible thing. Like if you think about it, the tawbah of things that are not connected to God. And that's a really important thing. Wa alaikum salam, Shazad. Bismillah. We're brothers, we have the same teacher. Shazad, come here. Inshallah. Come. And so you've got to make tawbah from those things that are permissible, that don't connect you to God. And that's essential, absolutely essential. And that's what they mean by, like the faults of the abrar, the faults of the greatest people. What are the faults? Their faults are that it fell into permissible actions. Like, for example, we were just being told a story just recently about Muhammad Al-Haddad. Maybe I told you a few weeks ago as well, that someone like complained to him and abused him and had a go at him, and he walked to his home. He got to his home and he started crying. His wife said, "Why are you upset?" Like anyone else would think, oh, because the man would say, "Oh, someone was abusing me on the street." He said, "I'm really upset because when he abused me, I didn't forgive him immediately. It took me a few minutes to forgive him." And so we've got to be really mindful of that. And the fourth thing in terms of preparation is that the look of Allah. This nazar of Allah. Another, when we say look of Allah, it's metaphorical. It's not literal. Okay? In the sense that it's not a look that we can immediately understand. It's not a look of the light and photons hitting the retina and the back of the eye. This is a look of Allah's inayah, care and concern upon you. And in that first night of Ramadan, when it enters in, He forgives more people than any other time. He cares for more people than any other time. And the fact that He allowed you to enter into the month is amongst the greatest blessings. There's no understatement in the Prophet's dua. Give barakah in Rajab and then in Sha'ban, and allow us to meet in Ramadan.